All right, ladies and gentlemen, second to last video, I believe. No, this should be the second to last video. This is going to cover how to identify the point and the slope from point-slope form and then use them to graph the line. In other words, we're going to graph from point-slope form. Now, you will notice that we have this color-coded here. We have y1 is colored pink, we have x1 is colored green, and we have the slope is colored M. So our point, when we pull x1 and y1 out of the equation, we always change the signs. So x1 would be positive 5 because it's negative in the equation. Y1 would be positive 1 because it's negative in the equation. That means the point is 5, 1. The slope is what's highlighted in yellow. The slope is negative 1/4. In order to graph a line, we do not have to start at the y-intercept. We can start at any point on the line. That is where the point comes in. When we graph from point-slope form, we start at the point that we found in the equation, 5, 1. So graph the point 5, 1. That's located 5 units to the right and 1 unit up from the origin. From there, we use our slope to find more points. Just like we did when we graphed out a slope-intercept form, a slope of negative 1/4 is rise over run. That's saying down 1 and right 4. Or it could be saying up 1 and left 4. Either way, we would find more points on the line. So we go to our starting point at 5, 1. We go down 1 unit and right 4, and there's another point on the line. Okay? Down 1 and right 4, and we find another point on the line right there. We could also go up 1 and left 4, which would give us another point on the line. Up 1, left 4 is another point, and another point, until we're off the edge of the graph. Then we simply take our straight edge and draw our line through all of the points that we found, giving us our line right there. Okay? Got 4 examples to go in this video, so on to the next one. Again, we are highlighting everything the same way. Y1 will be highlighted in pink. X1 will be highlighted in green, just like in the example. And the slope will be highlighted in yellow. Anytime we're looking at point-slope form, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. We have to change the signs on the x1 and the y1 when we pull them out of the equation, and the slope is whatever number is in front of the parentheses. So, in number 37, y1 is negative 4, x1 is positive 3, and the slope is negative 2. So our point would be 3, negative 4. We always list the point x, comma, y. Our starting point is our point, 3, negative 4. So we graph that first, right 3, down 4 from the origin, 3, negative 4. And then we use our slope. Well, our slope is a whole number, so we turn it into a fraction by putting it over 1, negative 2 over 1. That tells us that we need to go down 2 units and right 1 unit. Remember, we could also go up 2 units and left 1 unit. That would be the same thing. So down 2, right 1 from our starting point would give us more points on the graph, or up 2 and left 1. All of these points are on our graph. Then we break out our straight edge and we draw a line through all of those points. There is our line right there through those points. Okay? Next problem, y1 is negative in the equation. That means positive 5. x1 is positive in the equation. That means negative 7. So our point is negative 7, 5. And our slope is negative 5/3. So we start at the point negative 7, 5. So we graph that point first, left 7 and up 5 from the origin. That is our starting point. And from there, our slope of negative 5/3 tells us we should go down 5 and right 3. Remember, if that is not possible to go down and right, we could always go up 5 and left 3. These are the same thing, okay? Down 5 and left 3, or right 3, sorry. Down 5 and right 3, down 5 and right 3. Or we could go up 5 and left 3. All of these points are on the line, so we break out our straight edge and we draw a nice straight line through all of those points. Okay, 2 to go. Okay, we're going to go a little bit faster on these last 2 examples. Again, we've got our equation there in the example, which is no longer on the screen. That's why I'm redoing it here. Those numbers are right there in the equation. All we've got to do is pull them out. Okay? Again, our slope is the number in front of the parentheses, which is going to be interesting in number 39. Our y1 is the opposite of the number in the equation, and our x1 is the opposite of the number in the equation. So in number 39, our y1 value would be -2. Our x1 value would be +2. So our starting point is 2, -2. Our slope, there's no number listed. So we are supposed to realize that if there is no number, we're supposed to insert a 1. So our slope is -1. This means we start our graph at the point 2, -2, which is right 2 and down 2 from the origin. And then our slope is -1. If our slope is an integer, we put it over 1, meaning we would go down 1 and right 1, rise over run. We could also go up 1 and left 1. That would work as well. So down 1, right 1, all of these points, okay, all of these points are on our line. Same would apply up 1 and left 1. Okay, all of these points are points that exist on our line. Now, do I expect you to mark all of those? No, but we need to mark enough of them that we can get a nice straight line on our graph with our ruler. Okay? If the line is not straight, you're going to lose points on your quiz. Okay, final question. Y1 would be -5. X1 would be +6. So our point is 6, -5. Our slope is -4/3. So we would start at the point 6, -5, which is right 6 and down 5 from the origin. And then our slope is -4/3. That's telling us to go down 4 and right 3. We could also go up 4 and left 3. Either way, we are going to find more points on the line. So either we go down 4 and right 3, or we go up 4 and left 3. Either way, there are 4 other points that fall exactly on this line on our graph. So we need to get those and get our graph. All right, that does it for graphing out of point slope form. Again, there will be one more video showing the last section, which is probably the hardest thing, writing the equation from the graph. Thank you very much for your time and attention.